Elena, I am really looking forward to your guys' wedding coming up here soon. The idea that my older brother will be getting married has still not fully settled into my brain yet, though. What? Why are you coming to the wedding? There won't be any seats there reserved for you. What? I just said to you that there will be no seating at this wedding for people like you. No family seating whatsoever. There is not a lot of room at this wedding for people. And that's why, even if you try coming, there will be nowhere for you to sit. What do you mean there isn't enough room there for family like me? Alright, I might have been lying to you a bit there about there not being enough room physically. But there is not enough mental space for you here. You don't have a father or anything anymore, right? Well, I'm not going to have your lowlife of a mom coming to this wedding after she was thrown away by her husband. And I sure as hell won't have a little sister like you here after you've been leeching off your doctor brother. So that's why I've said there is not enough room here for everyone to come. Like the both of you. You actually think I can mentally handle two of your types coming in and ruining things for me? Did you just call my mom a lowlife? I sure did. When you think about it, single parents have always been the worst and end up having some of the most useless children. You are all just like poor people. But what if my family has been living a pretty luxurious life this whole time? I'm sorry to say, but listening to you lie to me right now isn't going to help your case. How about you take some lessons in telling lies before you start trying to get me to believe such a huge lie like that? Is that really how far you'll go to get seats at my wedding? By lying to me about how you and your mom have been living? If you both really want to be at my wedding, then make sure to bring me a decent gift. Huh? You do understand that I'm the daughter of a CEO, right? That means I've never had to worry about things like money in my whole entire life. So if you want to be allowed into this wedding, then you're going to have to bring me a gift that even I would be excited about. Unbelievable. So you really didn't write us down on the guest list or anything for your wedding? Are you freaking nuts or something? Oh man, now you're scaring me. Why would you actually do something like this? I told you the reason for this already, didn't I? I don't have the mental space for two lowlifes to be at my wedding. There's no need for you to be here anyway. I'm sure you both smell like poop since you're both so poor, and you'll start to cause issues for the rest of my guests here. I told you there would be no seats here for you, yet both my husband's little bratty sister and his depressing mother came anyway. There is no place for you guys to sit down. But I'll be kind and let you both in to stand in the far back corners of the room and watch. How does that sound? We're going home. Thank God. Cal, I'm sorry. It doesn't seem that either Mom or I will be able to get into your wedding today.
What? What's going on right now? The wedding is about to start here any minute now. Did something happen at the reception that I need to come and handle?
Well, about what happened. Your fiancée Elena told my mom and I that we were both lowlives because Mom is a single mother now, and said that we'd have to stand in the far back corners and watch the wedding because she didn't prepare any seating for us.
Huh? What the hell is wrong with her?
I'm sorry to have to tell you about what happened, but there's more to this. Let me explain.
Are you kidding me? She actually went ahead and said all those horrible things to you?
She did. I was just as shocked as you are now when it all happened. I knew she was always a pretty outgoing person and spoke her mind quite a lot, but I guess she was hiding those feelings she had for us until today. I suppose she thought that since today is the day she will marry you, she could go all out and let Mom and I have it. But that sudden change in her personality, neither Mom nor I can even believe what happened still.
There's no way she would say something like that to both of you. I can't freaking believe this. Are you still near the wedding, Leia?
Right now, Mom and I are waiting out front for a taxi to come by and pick us up.
Okay. Well, listen. Do you think there's any way you and Mom could be able to watch the wedding?
What?
Please don't be too upset. I'm not trying to toy with you both or anything like that. It's just, I feel really bad about what happened. And I don't want you both to leave just yet, until you've gotten to see me at least. And the other thing is, I will not let Elena get away with those horrible comments she made about you both. You're my family after all. And to me, my family comes before anyone else.
What? What? What are you planning to do then? You can't just marry her anymore, right?
I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. It's just that I'm a little on edge now after hearing about what Elena was saying about you and Mom. So I want her to be aware of that. I'm sure if Dad was around, this kind of thing would have never happened, right? So I want to make it clear to her that just because Dad isn't around anymore, that doesn't mean she can pick on you both.
Cal.
Anyway, you guys can look through one of the doors or something. Just crack one of the doors open a bit. Watch this wedding unfold, please. You can trust that I'll handle what's happened between you and Elena today, right?
I do. But just don't force yourself to do anything stupid over this. Elena, thank you so much for letting my mom and I watch your wedding from outside one of the doors. I never thought you had such a fun wedding in store for everyone like the one you threw today. I'm shocked by that kind of entertaining planning you put into that. I'm so happy my mom and I could stay and watch that all unfold. Because of that, we're both feeling very refreshed now. Would you just shut the hell up? How was any of that a part of my planning? Your ridiculous brother went and threw the wedding cake right in my face. My face is covered in layers of sticky sugar, and my wedding dress is completely ruined now. Why the hell did this have to happen to me? Today was one of the most important days of my life. Well, don't start saying things like I was involved in any of it. My mom and I were just standing outside the room watching you guys from a little crack we opened up in the door. Don't play dumb with me. Cal would never do something like that to me out of his own desires. You went and told him something or threatened him into doing it, right? You come over here right now and pay me $10,000 for both my wedding and for causing this to happen to me. Huh? You have to pay me back for this. Both you and that lowlife mother of yours caused something that led to this. You've really done it now, you two filthy leeches. I will make you both sorry for what you did to me, so I hope you're both ready for that. Huh? Are you mentally retarded or something? Why should I have to pay you for what's happened? Excuse me? I just had my whole wedding ruined today by your family. It took me a whole year to plan this wedding out and wait for today, so now I'll have to start all over again. I won't let you get away with what you've done, even if you do get your hands and knees begging for my forgiveness. I'm over this. Your brain must have gotten knocked out of your head when that cake slammed into your face earlier. Do you really think you're going to have another chance at marrying my brother now? Huh? What the hell does that mean? I meant exactly what I said. You're not going to get married anymore. From here on out, you'll be rotting in hell like the rest of your kind. What the actual hell? I have no idea what you're going on about. How about you come over here and start giving me the money I'm owed for this ruined dress? Cal, when are you going to be coming back over here? You never came home last night, and I need to know where you've gone and when you'll be back. You were supposed to be here taking care of me after what happened yesterday. Are you trying to get me to start suspecting you of something?
You're so annoying. It's 8 in the morning and you're already whining like a little dog. I'm not sure if you're aware yet, but I'm trying to get some distance from you. That's why I'm staying at a hotel right now.
Why are you trying to get away from me? Do you not feel any sympathy for me after what you did yesterday? You need to come home and say sorry for all of that. No, come on. Do you not have any common sense?
You're the one that seems to be lacking in that department. Don't start thinking that you're totally innocent in all this.
What? What are you going on about?
Stop it with the games. You went and said some very terrible things to my mom and her sister, right? I heard all about that. Calling them both lowlives and saying they've been leeching off of me? There were other things you called them as well, but I'm not gonna get into detail right now. And what's the whole deal with you not reserving them any seats at the wedding and telling them to go stand in the corner and watch? I was a real idiot for leaving you in charge of all my guests at the wedding. After doing all that crap and still not apologizing to me for it, who the hell do you think you are?
What? How about you calm down a little bit?
You really think I can calm down right now? After what I heard and witnessed?
Wait, but isn't this all really strange to you? Why am I being painted as the bad guy here? I never even did anything wrong, and you're all coming at me like I've been a problem.
Are you serious?
I was never verbally harassing either of those two. All I was saying was the truth about them, and that was it. They have both become parasites and latched onto you the moment you became a wealthy doctor, right? So I'm just calling a couple of nasty parasites some leeches because that's what they are. So what's wrong with that? Getting upset with me over speaking the truth is a little bit childish of you, to be honest.
Alina.
Listen, Cal. There is no need for two smelly lowlives to be coming into something as formal as a wedding. This is supposed to be one of the most amazing times of my life, and I don't want it being trashed by them. They would start to cause problems for my guests as well. So I made the right choice by not preparing any seats for them. I know that in your case, Cal, having to live a life of poor person before becoming a doctor was tough, right? You must have hated to live with those two idiots. I'm not trying to speak for you or anything, but I can just tell that having to call two lowlives like them family must have really damaged your pride.
Shut the hell up, you bitch.
What?
The fact that you just started to ramble on and on like that about me and my family? You want to know why the hell I'm a doctor right now? Do you want to know how I got into medical school and everything? I got in because of what those two did for me. I can't even begin to describe the kind of anger I'm feeling right now after the things you said about the two people that got me where I am today. You really lost your humanity at some point before this wedding. I will never, ever forgive you for saying such horrendous things about my family. That's it. We're through. It's freaking over, you asshole.
What? What? Are you leaving me now? How could you say you're going to leave me now after something as small as what happened yesterday? What's gotten into you, Cal? Ever since yesterday, you've really changed. So do we need to take you in and have your head looked at or something?
Excuse me?
Everything you just said to me, it was out of line. It's like you've been brainwashed or something. You would never say things like that to me. I'll make sure we get to the bottom of what's happened to you because none of that is really what you want.
Hold it right there. Listen to me, for God's sake.
Tell me what hotel you're staying at right now. I'll come and get you. Cal still hasn't come home to me. And he started to say that he wants to leave me now, which is way too uncalled for from him. Do you know anything about this? I keep trying to ask him where he's at right now, but he won't even respond to me. Funny how you're coming back to talk with me again, after all the things you said to me before. I really can't be asked with you. Come on. Both you and Cal are insane. I was just telling you and your mom the truth, and you both are acting like I've gone and verbally harassed you or something. Both of you need to stop acting like victims of a crime and get over it. Now listen, I do not have the time to care about how you feel. I'm worried about where Cal's at. I need to have him taken to a hospital right away so they can look at him. They should be able to help heal whatever kind of mental illness he has now, right? Because there's no way he was being serious when he brought up a divorce. Cal is never going back to you, and this has nothing to do with him being mentally unwell. Now, would you stop trying to make your warped imagination a reality? What he said to you is how he really feels now, because he just had to witness the woman he loved and trusted turn her back on his family and make fun of them. What? Right now, Cal is working on getting the divorce all figured out with his lawyer, and they will later be talking about a settlement. It would really help everyone here if you would just get to grips with yourself and start taking responsibility for your actions. You are far too old now to be acting like a 5-year-old. A settlement? That's right. It's because of you acting like a total nut job on the day of your wedding that the whole thing went downhill for everyone, and this divorce had to be brought up. So he's going to make sure you pay for the time he's wasted on you. I have no idea what you mean. I didn't do anything wrong. What the actual freaking hell has been going on here? I could have you all sued for defamation. I like that your little brain is alright with you saying that about us, after you'd already gone and slandered both my mom and myself. I was just telling the truth to you that whole time. How the hell is me telling the truth about you both slander? You were calling us parasites, low lives, smelly, and disgusting. Did you forget about all of that? Well, it's true. Your mom had her husband run away from her, and your father left you behind as well, forcing you all to grow up in poverty. I shouldn't have to worry about people like you. And considering the fact that you both, your mom and you, have not become anything to the society, I need to make sure that my Cal doesn't get corrupted by you both any longer. You both just want him for his money, and I will not allow that. I know all too well without someone like him, you both won't be able to survive. Listen, Elena, do you really think that my father just got up one day and left us? Huh? You want to know why our dad isn't around anymore? That's because he's 6 feet under. He died in a car crash a long time ago, and so this family was left in the hands of my mom from then on. And when you were calling my mom poor all that time, did you say that knowing she's the CEO of her own company? And that I'm the vice president there? What? What? And I'm going to guess that my brother already told you about my father's death, right? He got into a really bad accident and sustained some terrible injuries that he wouldn't be able to heal from. He had always been one of the nicest people I'd known, and the best father. Had my father had someone to help him right away at the accident, he would probably still be here with us. But this was out in the middle of nowhere, and it took almost an hour for any emergency services to arrive to get him. By that point, it was already too late, and there was nothing that could be done to revive him. My father may be gone now, but it was because of him that my brother and I became the people we are today. So, this means he didn't throw you all away and ran off? Not a single person ever said anything like that about my father. How the hell did you come up with such a stupid story as that? But, there's no way that you guys are actually running a company now after that. This company happens to be the company my father left behind. But after he passed away, there was no way my mom could take on the whole company alone. So she employed my help to come in and run things as well. Huh? Then why didn't she give the company to Cal? Normally, the company would go to the oldest son next, right? Why did your mom and you end up with the company? Cal chose the path of becoming a doctor, and nothing was going to take him off that path. He was thinking about taking over the company at first, but my brother remembered that my father was so excited about him becoming a doctor someday, so he chose to fight on with his already chosen goal in mind. That's why I took this company with my mom. Were you able to understand that? Because if so, then you should understand the predicament you're in now. You were just calling both my mom and I lowlives, making fun of us like we had nothing and were nothing to this world. But that's just not the case at all. The only person out of everyone involved here that is actually mentally unwell is you, Elena. For thinking that just because my mom is a single mother now, and I was raised by her, the both of us were lowlives. And I'm going to tell you right now, that kind of mental illness you have right there cannot be fixed by any doctor, no matter who you try going to.
Shut up! I've actually got money myself, so stop thinking you're the only one who has anything. I already know what you're saying is all a lie. And even if you did get a company from your dad, it's probably in ruins now because your mom and you don't know the first thing about running a company. A company that had to be run by a single mother and her little bratty daughter had no chance of succeeding. You guys were probably making around $5 a day with that company before it crashed. Well, I'll have you know that unlike your little crappy and sinking company, I am the daughter of a man who runs a massively successful company. I am leagues above the both of you in terms of both power and influence, so stop trying to act all high and righteous. Lowlifes like you don't get to say anything to me. Now, I'm going to find my husband and make sure we both say goodbye to your dumbasses forever.
Even after all that time I put into explaining our family, you still don't seem to get it. I feel sorry for those who had to raise you.
I feel sorry for Cal for having to be raised with you. I have enough money to actually be able to pay off whatever settlement will be coming my way, so I'm not even worried. But you lowlifes won't even have a penny to hand over when I come after you for trying to defame me. And get this, the divorce is not going to be happening anyway, so I don't have to care about paying Cal anything.
This is getting so tiring. You don't seem to have a very good comprehension skills when it comes to things like listening and reading. So the only other thing I can try doing is showing you the reality of the situation.
Huh?
I mean, you're having a hard time reading what I'm sending you right now, right? So it's better that I just show you what's going on here. And what I'll be showing you will make you regret making fun of my mom and I for the rest of your life.
Leia? I must have had a few little misunderstandings along the way. I am so freaking sorry for everything I did and said. I promise to be a lot more careful from here on out, so please, let's get along with one another again.
What happened to you? What you're saying right now is making me feel all queasy. I'm sorry, but if you're trying to get on my good side now, it's already far too late for that, and you will be punished.
I'm not trying to get on your good side. I'm just...
Your father was dismissed from being the CEO of that company, and now it looks as though your family is falling into disarray. I can understand coming all this way looking for my forgiveness now. But after all those things you said and did to me, how come you're coming back to me now? Do you have no pride in your abilities as a former CEO's daughter? I totally forgot. You have a hard time comprehending both listening and reading, so I shouldn't waste my time talking too much here.
If you already know that we're in trouble, go and do something to help us.
I won't, though. I don't care about any of your family. And this is part of what you deserve for being such a toxic mess. This is also part of what happens when you pick a fight with the parent company of the company your father was the CEO of. We've been helping you guys this whole time by keeping that company afloat and everything. But you all showed no respect for our hard work, so this is what'll happen instead.
And
You do understand that in the past, had it not been for my mom stepping and buying shares in your dad's company, he would have lost it. Too bad you were calling your dad's savior a lowlife and a parasite. Luckily, just like myself, my mom is not too kind to those that do not appreciate what she's done for them.
We will. I'll just have my dad fire me. Then you can let my dad continue to be the CEO of that company, right? He isn't to blame for any of this.
The reason your father needs to be taken out of his role is because children take after their parents, right? And neither my mom or myself want someone running that company when they've ended up raising such a childish asshole as yourself. My mom went ahead and talked with the board members at your father's company, and they all agreed that a man like him should not be at the top anymore. It's not like you play a role in anything anyway, considering you're just a lousy paper pusher. So why get rid of you?
Please help us out here. If you don't, then my family will all have to rely on me, and I'll most likely have to leave this company as well. I don't want to have to live a life of poverty with my family.
I am not playing your games anymore, you idiot. You were just making fun of my mom and I days ago because you, for some goddamn reason, thought we were both poor. So you know what you get for making such a stupid mistake? You get to live out the reality you wanted for us, yourself. All right? You are a very biased freak who isn't even worth trying to talk with because your ideas about one others will never change. I tried my fair share already with you, yet you never changed. So this is the next step. You have to be broken down physically and mentally by watching as the parents you always bragged about crumble. You are all going to be punished for your actions, and hopefully someday it turns all of you into some decent freaking people.
I'm your sister-in-law, aren't I? Help me! Please! I promise to play nice from now on and never make fun of any single mother families ever again.
Huh? Did you just say I'm your sister-in-law? Oh, please. Once my brother is done divorcing you, all you'll be is a complete stranger to me. And the talks about divorce have already been going on for a bit now, right? So really, it's already feeling like I've never known you before. And thank God I won't have to hear from you ever again. Because after you lose your job and have to pay my brother a settlement, there'll be nothing decent left about you. I hope this will help writing all that rot out of you someday.
If this happens to me, I won't be able to pay rent in this apartment anymore. And I won't be able to buy any more brand bags. I don't want to lose my home and have to live on the streets as a low-life hobo. Please, Leia. I'll do anything you want. Please, just let my dad stay CEO of that company at the very least.
I'm sorry, but there is no spot on the top of that company for your father to sit in anymore. Especially now that we're all aware of the low-life wretch he has for a daughter.
Leia? I know a lot has been going on with me recently, but I am able to finally say that I was able to get the divorce from Alina.
Really? That's wonderful news. I was worried about if you'd really be able to pull it off after only just getting married.
Well, she was the daughter of a CEO, so it took some fighting between our lawyers before something could be settled upon. I'm just lucky that the lawyer I have does really well in these sort of divorce cases and was able to pull it off. I was also worried a bit about her trying to take half of my things in divorce, so my lawyer worked hard to make sure she'd have to pay a settlement out for defaming my family.
I see. I'm not sure if it's really right for me to say something like this, but congratulations.
Thank you. But that is a little strange to hear after a divorce such as this. To think that Alina was really that type of a person. I was blinded by the love I had for her for such a long time. But when I finally started to see again, there was really nothing good about her. I'm sorry I didn't notice the truth about her sooner, Alina.
Cal.
I wasn't looking at the whole picture up until something major happened, and that's my fault. I wasn't able to protect my sister and my mother from a bully like her. I really need to get better at being the man of the family.
It wasn't your fault, though. I didn't really notice anything wrong with her at first either. We were both fooled by her.
I really want to hurry up and become as amazing of a man that my dad was. After he passed away, I finally realized just how good of a man he was and how great of a father he was.
But you're already very awesome, Cal. You are already running your very own family clinic. And you get so many people praising you online about how well you take care of them. You need to have a little more confidence in yourself because of all that.
Ha ha ha. Thank you. Because of you, I'm back to being a lot more free again and not tied down by Alina. But look, shouldn't you become a little bit more free yourself here, Leia?
What do you mean?
You had always wanted to work a job in design, right? Dad's company doesn't have anything to do with things like design, so shouldn't you go out and start doing what you love? Mom has even told me before that she wants you to leave the company and go live your own life now.
Mom said that?
Thank you for taking care of Mom in my place ever since I went to school. But Mom is not the kind of person that needs you to be around her all the time, so it might be best that you spread your wings now. Also, wouldn't it be best that you go out and experience something new anyways? I'm sure life working for that company has gotten pretty stale, right?
Now that you mention it, that's a really good idea. And after seeing how someone like Elena turned out, I need to break free from being a part of the family's company. If I continue to stay here getting all this power being the vice president, who knows what kind of biases I'll start to develop. This is a good chance for me, I'm sure. At least, I hope it is.
Leia, you really are such an understanding person. And I'm sure that by having you deal with Elena like that for so long, you're emotionally tired, right? I'm so sorry for that.
Well, you don't have to feel sorry for that anymore. I'm able to handle my own emotions and know when to cut them out when dealing with certain people. But thank you for thinking about me. Because of that, I was able to help free all of us from her. And now I have a chance to break free myself. I'm going to find a new job. I'll go join some design company and gain experience in another part of life. And someday, when Mom is wanting to retire, I'll take that company from her and make sure to carry on her and Dad's legacy.
That's what I like to hear. I'm in full support of anything you choose to do next, Leia.
Elena, along with the rest of her family, lost all their jobs. She had to then pay Cal the settlement he had asked for after defaming my mom and I. And then she had to leave her apartment and begin her life of being homeless. With her behavior being the main cause for all her troubles, I don't see there ever being a chance of another large company hiring her. So who knows what she'll be doing next. When it comes to myself, I was able to get hired by a designer company. Not only will I be working in my dream field of designing things like brands, but I'll be learning a lot more about what it's like working as an office worker. And I hope that with all these new skills and experiences I gain, I become an even more successful woman in the future. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.